Respected dear regular sadhakas, audience students of Bhagavad Shastra and other Shastras. Special prayers to the Lord for you all, for the Lord to bless with such a wonderful long life, health, and deep sadhanas to experience God. Because of your being regular, to be able to attend to the Shastra Satsanga, which is so difficult for anyone in this Kali Yuga, not an ordinary. Anybody can attend satsang once in a while, once in a couple of days, or maybe a week, then have a break and all. You are something unique and special that you have won this game of winning over the minds, all emotions, thoughts of trying to take us away from the Shastra Shravanam Adhyanam. Not only that, how many prarabdhas of, you know, very powerful nature which have power enough to take us away from Shastra. Even they also, if not conquered, they are just changed, diluted, distracted. That power in the Sankalpa that we have to study Shastra is so beautiful if we have that the Lord will make other arrangements, adjustments to avoid all the distractions, problems, or at least lessen their effect. So, if to study Shastras with our commitment, if these are the blessings of God, if we really commit inside also to materialize or actualize the sadhanas and then the anubhuti, with that desire intention, when we commit to our own daily sadhanas of swadhyaya, little, writing our own notes, through japa adi, quietening our mind, then the knowledge gained through Upanishad and Purana, used on the seat of dhyana to reach to the Dheya Vastu. If these sadhanas also we committedly do regularly, like we are doing the great sadhana of attending the classes, as the Lord is blessing us here, He will bless us there also, takes us into that deep understandings, meditational heights, where we go beyond both Stula Sukshma Karana, Veshti and Samashti, and see which is the substratum of all this. So with this full faith, let us relentlessly do this. Let no Maya outside, no mind inside should take us away from this thing. Let us be conscious, careful about it. More confident, more regular than us were some people in our classes. But then the power of Maya has hit them outside, or their own mind or ego has distracted, and you and I can see in front of our eyes only such a promising regular students, they discontinued. Where they are, God knows. So let us maintain this simplicity, let us maintain this humbleness, let us maintain this commitment, let us not take up any projects of any high magnitude they appear to be if they cost us our classes, if they cost us our through the study of Shastra, being in touch with the truth, the reality, the Paramatma. If these simple things we do and pray to the Lord not to make us busy in any of the obligations or prarabdhas or runas so much that we have to miss our swadhyaya and sadhana. If these prayers we do, then this is our regular saga of studying mananam, dhyanam. Even though it is very micro, minute, smallest quantity and depth, never mind. Even though it's a snail, but it keeps on moving as it reaches the destination one day. So too, we need not worry about our speed. We have to be concerned about are we on the path and are we moving or not. So let us be on the path. Let us keep moving as slowly as gradually as it is possible to us, if possible, increasing it. And thus, let us encourage ourselves, let us inspire ourselves, let us pray to the Guru Parampara to be kind, compassionate, benevolent on us. Let them give their tapashakti to us for us to conquer our inner and outer obstacles and weaknesses. And this tough path of deep contemplation, deep study, may we be able to do by their Krupa Anugraha. So, too, O Lord, Millions are devotees to you, more 1,000 times greater than us, asking you for so many things. You please bless them. All that is your choice, their prarabdha. We may not be equivalent to any one of them, yet we are at your feet. Please bless us with this spiritual anubhuti through spiritual sadhana, through this spiritual shravana and swadhyaya relentlessly. In that way, when our commitment, our prayers to the Guru and the God are pakka, then definitely we will be on the path throughout till we reach. So may it happen to all we regular students with these prayers. Let us enjoy today also our Bhagavata 82nd chapter, that Gopikas given Tattva Jnana Upadesha by Lord Krishna. In the 83rd chapter, we will see Yudhishthira doing namaskar to Lord in 2-3 shlokas. Then the discussion between Draupadi and the Ashtamahishi of Krishna. They asked by Draupadi, narrate in one shloka only, except the last one. 7 of them, one shloka. They narrate how they got married to Krishna. Now, what is their attitude? Surrender to Krishna. It's an excellent thing. Then in Adhyatma Ramayanam, we will see the Brahmadeva Kruta Narayana Parabrahma Stuti, who is Rama there. So complete, concluding, or sorry, complete and all inclusive of Bhagavan Rama being Parabrahma as well as Ishvara. Then our Varahi Ashtotara number 2. Let us try our best to bring our mind's concentration. The Tamogunas, Rajogunas of today's mischiefs from morning, of millions of lives, they keep on attacking us till we reach Paramatma. Knowing this fully well, they try to defeat us whenever we are weak. And weakening them, or when they are weak, we also have to defeat them by using our sattvic mind for Paramatma Anveshana or Shravana. In this way, it is not an easy thing just because we have come to class or listening or want to understand or do meditations. They're all noble thoughts. But all our past is always there to trouble us, knowing it fully well, doing good in the present for the future, not to obstacles, facing the present obstacles because the past boldly, let us be doing our study. Om 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 Sahanavavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhetamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Sachidanandarupaya Vishwotpatyaadihetave Tapatraya Vinashaya Shri Krishnaya Vayan Namaha. Nigamakalpatarorgalitam phalam Shukamukhadamrutadrava samyutam Pivata Bhagavatam Rasamalayam Muraho Rasika Bhuvi Bhavukaha Narayanam Namaskritya Naranchaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudirayet. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Yonta Pravishya Mama Vachamimam Prasuptam Sanjeevayatyakila Shakti Dharaswadhamna Anyan Shahastacharana Shravana Tvagadina Pranan Namo Bhagavate Purushaya Tubhyam. Om Samasta Devatabhyo Namaha ऋषिभ्यो नमः मुनिभ्यो नमः गुरुभ्यो नमः ब्राह्मणेभ्यो नमः आचार्येभ्यो नमः भक्तेभ्यो नमः साधुभ्यो नमः साधकेभ्यो नमः तीर्थेभ्यो नमः क्षेत्रेभ्यो नमः नदीनदभ्यो नमः शास्त्रेभ्यो नमो नमः. ओम श्री परब्रह्मणे नमः. महाविष्णवे नमः. ब्रह्मणे नमः. सनकादिमुनिभ्यो नमः. नारदाय नमः. वेदव्यासाय नमः. शुकब्रह्मर्षये नमः. सूतमहामुनये नमः. शौनकादिऋषिभ्यो नमः. वैशम्पायनादिऋषिभ्यो नमः. अत्र्यादिऋषिभ्यो नमः. मत्स्यादि अवतारेभ्यो नमः. प्रह्लादादिभक्तजनेभ्यो नमः. आदित्यादिनवग्रहदेवताभ्यो नमः. श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तिदत्तात्रेय हयग्रीवादिगुरुभ्यो नमः. आदिपराशक्तिमात्रे नमः. मातापितृदेवताभ्यो नमः। आद्य शंकराचार्यादिगुरुभ्यो नमः। अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। संकल्पः तेषां सर्वेषां कृपा अनुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधस्य अस्मिन् क्षणे एव अनुभव सिद्ध्यर्थं पुराण इतिहास स्मृति इति उक्त भगवतः भागवतानां ऋषीणां मुनीनां गुरूणां दर्शन भागवता पुराणोक्त भक्त्यादि साधनानाम् अनुभूति प्राप्त्यर्थं सनातन धर्मस्य वैदिक हिन्दव संस्कृतेः साम्प्रदायानां शास्त्रज्ञानानां साधनानां गुरुशिष्य परंपरायाः देवता भक्त परंपरायाः पुनरुत्थान पुनर्जागरण समस्त सकल विश्व ब्रह्मांड व्याप्ति द्वारा विश्व ब्रह्मांड आध्यात्मिक प्रगति द्वारा विश्व शांति विश्व सामनस्थिता विश्व कल्याण विश्व सौभ्रातृस्व विश्व एकता विश्व प्रगति विश्व सौख्य प्राप्त्यर्थम् अस्मिन् सनातन धर्म संस्थापन कार्ये निष्ठितानां कंकणबद्धानां अर्पितानां समस्त भक्त साधक सेवक उपासक जिज्ञासु धर्म संस्थापक गणानाम् अस्माकं सह आयुरारोग्य ऐश्वर्यादि क्षेमस्थैर्यादि श्रद्धा भक्त्यादि समस्त सत्संपदा सत्साधना शक्तीनां सानुकूल्यतानां प्राप्ति बाह्य अभ्यंतर सर्वरूप शत्रु विघ्न निर्मूलन निवारण द्वारा धर्म संस्थापन कार्ये दिग्विजयार्थं श्रीमद्भागवत महापुराण शास्त्रस्य दशमस्कन्धस्य पारायणम् अध्ययनं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। आदौ पारायणम्। ओम श्री कृष्ण परब्रह्मणे नमः। श्रीमद्भागवत महापुराणं दशमस्कन्धः उत्तरार्धः निरोधस्यानुशेनम् आत्मनः सह शक्तिभिः अथ 83तमौ अध्यायौ। Let us chant from how many are there in this chapter? 43 ज़्यादा है. So Shri Shugavacha 82 chapter 40th onwards we will conclude that chapter. Then we do the Bhadrovacha, the 16 shlokas of this. That should be enough for us today. Then the Lakshmana का जो है हम कल हम देख सकते हैं. ओम अथ 82तमोऽध्यायः श्रीशुक उवाच गोप्यश्च कृष्णमुपलभ्य चिरादभीष्टं यत्प्रेक्षणे दृशिषु पक्ष्मकृतं शपन्ति दृग्भिर्हृदि कृतमलं परिरभ्य सर्वाः तद्भावमापुरपि नित्ययुजां दुरापं भगवान्स्तास्तथा भूता विविक्त उपसङ्गतः आश्लिष्यानामयं पृष्ट्वा प्रहसन्निदमब्रवीत् अविस्मरत नः सख्यः स्वानाम् अर्थचिकीर्षया गतान् शिरायितान् शत्रु पक्षक्षपणचेतसः अप्यवध्यायथास्मान् सिद् अकृतज्ञाविशङ्कया नूनं भूतानि भगवान् युनक्ति वियुनक्ति च वायुर्यथा घनानीकं तृणं तूलं रजांसि च संयोज्या क्षिपते भूयः तथा भूतानि भूतकृतु मयि भक्तिर्हि भूतानाम् अमृतत्वाय कल्पते दिष्ट्या यदासीन्मत्स्नेहः भवतीनां मदापनः अहं हि सर्वभूतानाम् आदिरन्तोऽन्तरं बहिः भौतिकानां यथा कं वार्भूः वायुर्वाह भूर्वायुर्ज्योतिरङ्गनाः एवं ह्येतानि भूतानि भूतेष्वात्मात्मना ततः उभयं मय्यत परे पश्यता भातमक्षरे. श्रीशुक उवाच अध्यात्मशिक्षया गोप्यः एवं कृष्णेन शिक्षिताः तदनुस्मरणध्वस्त जीवकोशास्तमध्यगन आहुश्च ते नलिननाभपदारविन्दं योगेश्वरैर्हृदि विचिन्त्यमगाधबोधैः संसारकूपपतितोत्तरणावलम्बं गेहं जुषामपि मनस्सु धियात् सदा नः. इति श्रीमद्भागवते महापुराणे पारमहंस्यां संहितायां दशमस्कन्धे उत्तरार्धे वृष्णिगोपसङ्गमो नाम 82तमोऽध्यायः. ओम श्री कृष्ण परब्रह्मणे नमः. श्रीमद्भागवत महापुराणं दशमस्कन्धः उत्तरार्धः अथ 83तमोऽध्यायः. श्रीशुक उवाच तथानुगृह्य भगवान् गोपीनां स गुरुर्गतिः युधिष्ठिरमथा पृच्छतो सर्वांश्च सुहृदो व्ययम् त एवं लोकनाथेन परिपृष्टाः सुसत्कृताः प्रत्युचुर्हृष्टमनसः तत्पादेक्षाः तां हसः कुतो अशिवं त्वच्चरणाम्बुजासवं महन्मनस्तो मुखनिःसृतं क्वचिदु पिबन्ति ये कर्णपुटैरलं प्रभो देहं मृतां देहकृदस्मृतिच्छिदं हित्वात्मधाम विदितात्मकृतत्यवस्थम् आनन्दसंप्लवमखण्डमकुण्ठबोधं कालोपसृष्टनिगमावन आत्तयोग मायाकृतिं परमहंसगतिं नताः स्म ऋषिरुवाच इति उत्तमश्लोकशिखामणिं जनेषु अभीष्टुवत्स्वन्धककौरवस्त्रियः समेत्य गोविन्दकथामितो अगृणन् त्रिलोकगीताः शृणु वर्णयामि ते द्रौपदी उवाच हे वैदर्भ्यच्युतो भद्रे हे जाम्बवति कौसले ये सत्यभामे कालिन्दी शैब्ये रोहिणि लक्ष्मणे हे कृष्णपत्य एतन्नः भ्रूतवो भगवान् स्वयम् उभये मे यथा लोकम् अनुकुर्वन् स्वमायया रुक्मिण्युवाच चैद्यायमार्पयितुमुद्यतकार्मुकेषु राजस्वजेयवटशेखरिताङ्घ्रिरेणुः निन्ये मृगेन्द्र इव भागम् अजावियूथा तु तच्छ्रीनिकेतचरणोऽस्तु ममार्चनाय सत्यभामा उवाच यो मे सनाभिवदतप्तहृदा ततेन लिप्ताभिशापमपमार्ष्टुम् उपाजहार जित्वर्क्षराजमथ रत्नमदात्सतेन भीतः पिता दिशत मां प्रभवे अपि दत्ताम जाम्बवत्युवाच प्राज्ञाय देहकृत् अमुं निजनाथ दैवं सीतापतिं तृणवहान्यमुनाभ्ययुध्यतु ज्ञात्वा परीक्षितम् उपाहरदर्हणं मां पादौ प्रगृह्य मणिनाहम् अमुष्य दासी कालिन्दी उवाच तपश्चरन्तीमाज्ञाय स्वपादस्पर्शनाशया सख्योपेत्याग्रहीत् पाणिं योऽहं तद्गृहमार्जनि मित्रविन्दोवाच यो मां स्वयंवर उपेत्य विजित्य भूपान् निन्येषयूतगमिवात्मबलिं द्विपारिः भ्रातॄंश्च मेऽपकुरुतः स्वपुरं श्रियौकः तस्यास्तु मेऽनुभवम् अङ्घ्रि अवनेजनत्वम् सत्या उवाच सप्तोक्षणोति बलवीर्य सुतीक्ष्णशृङ्गान् पित्रा कृतान् क्षितिबवीर्य परीक्षणाय तान् वीरदुर्मद हनस्तरसा निगृह्य क्रीडन् बबन्धः यथा शिशवो जतोकान् यैत्थं वीर्यशुल्कां मां दासीभिश्चतुरङ्गिणीं पथि निर्जित्य राजन्याद् निन्येतद्दास्यमस्तु मे भद्रा उवाच सीता मे मातुलेय पिता मे मातुलेयाय स्वयमाहूय दत्तवान् कृष्णे कृष्णाय तच्चित्ताम् अक्षौहिण्या सखी जनैः अस्य मे पादसंस्पर्शः भवेत् जन्मनि जन्मनि कर्मभिर्भ्राम्यमाणाय मया येन तच्छ्रेय आत्मनः लक्ष्मण उवाच ममापि राज्ञच्युत जन्म कर्म च श्रुत्वा मुहुर्नारदगीतमासः चित्तं मुकुन्दे किल पद्महस्तया वृतः सुसंमृश्य विहाय लोकपान् ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ श्रीकृष्ण शरणं मम श्रीभागवत शरणं मम श्रीसद्गुरु शरणं मम श्रीसूत शरणं मम श्रीशुकदेव शरणं मम श्रीव्यासा शरणं मम श्रीनारद शरणं मम श्रीकुमार शरणं मम Shri Brahma Sharanam Mama, Shri Vishnu Sharanam Mama, Shri Parabrahma Sharanam Mama, Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Sharanam Mama, Sharanam Mama, Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare, He Nath Narayana Vasudeva, Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare, He Nath Narayana Vasudeva, Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare, He Nath Narayana Vasudeva. Om Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langhayate Girim Yat Krupatamaham Vande Paramananda Madhavam Swarge Satye Cha Kailase Vaikunte Nasti Ayam Rasaha Atapibantu Sadbhagyaha Mama Munchada Karhida Krishna Priyam Sakala Om Srimad Purana Tilakam Yadvaishnavānam Dhanam Yasmin Paramahamsameva Mamalam Jnanam Param Giyate Yatra Jnana Viraga Bhakti Sahitam Naishkarimyamavishkrutam Tachrunvan Prapatan Vicharana Baraha Bhaktya Vimuchen Naraha Narayanan Namaskritya Naranchaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudirayed. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Yonta Pravishya Mama Vachamimam Prasuptam Sanjeevayatya Kila Shakti Dharaswadhamna Anyansha Hastacharana Shravana Tvagadina Pranane Namo Bhagavate Purushaya Tubhyam Samasta Devatabhyo Rishibhyo Nibhyo Gurubhyo Brahmanebhyo Acharyebhyo Bhaktebhyo Sadhubhyo Namaha. Om Shri Krishna Parabrahmane Namaha. Srimad Bhagavata Mahapuranam Dashama Skandha Uttarardhadri Ashititama Tri Ashititamau Adhyayau. Friends, just revel at the time of listening itself about the glory of Bhagavan, and let us learn an art of at the time of listening itself to be able to do whatever the prayers we can do, to be able to do whatever the manasika upasana we can do, and able to do, if at all, any of the tattva chintana, tattva dhyana. If at the time of listening in the class or studying at home itself, if we are able to do the required sadhana, at least some sadhana has been done by us. More time if we can spare in our other day schedule, it will be nothing like that. So beautiful. So we have seen this Sri Shukavacha, the meeting with Lord Krishna of these Gopikas, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 4 slokas we have seen. Yet just what we can learn from them, if we just once more browse through our panda, nothing wrong. So Gopya Krishna Upalabhya Chirat Avishtam. तो अभीष्ट कृष्णम अभीष्टम कृष्णम उपलभ्य चिरात. Abhishta means abhitaha ishtam, means by all means and ways they are having ishtata, prema, only to Krishna. So in their heart that way, as ishta sakha, ishta devata, ishta sarva is Krishna only all the time. But physically seeing him happened chirat, after long time. They want that, but it is not possible. But in the heart, they are always with Bhagavan. So, this is what we have to do with our parents, our children, wife, or husband, our Guru and Bhagavan. In physically, how much ever distant they are, our beautiful relation with them should be kept intact throughout. So, this is one lesson we learn from them, especially the Guru and Bhagavan. Third one क्या है कि यह प्रेक्षणे दृशिषु पक्षपकृतम शपंती. So they were cursing Brahmadeva those days for giving that closing of the eyelids, because for that fraction of moment they missed to see Bhagavan. It shows how much concentration they have in seeing Paramatma when he is to go in the morning for grazing cows calves and coming in the evening ityadi. So that shows how much they have done the upasana abhyasa of Sri Krishna Ekagra Darshanam with their eyes. That through the eyes they have taken Sri Krishna Rupa and Sri Krishna's variety of the Vyavaharas into their heart. That is how they could meditate. Like if I am given a chance to be in a temple of the Lord for a week, then all that week, if I continuously attend all upasanas in the temple that are happening, especially I am sitting in front of Lord and apada mastakam, if I am full concentration, say having his darshana and imprint that darshana in my heart, now will it not be sufficient for me after coming back to my home? Every day I can meditate on him. Gopikas have used their brains, intellects to achieve this. That as long as Krishna was there, as if they know that later on he will not be there, they have seen him so much, so much, so much with their eyes that the Krishna's Rupa, Pratima, all of that got embedded in their heart. We also, in that way, in our own puja room, whomever the Lord we are worshipping, that Rupa Bhagavan, by having darshan of him daily, concentratedly, that Rupa we have to embed in our hearts, so that anytime we want that Rupa, that form is remembered, and the mind may he that Upasana Japa Prarthana we can do. See that new lesson we have learned. Anytime we close eyes, our Guru and his charana, Bhagavan and his charana, Bhagavan's Mukharavinda with smile should come to us without any distraction of rajas, sleepiness of tamas. Crystal clear picture with properly zoomed or tuned camera, how clearly you see the pictures, the pixels are good and zooming is correct. How wonderful it is seen. So too, we have to meditate on God while seeing Him in our heart so much that any time we should be able to recollect the Rupa of Bhagavan. Because Bhagavad Rupa Dhyana is remover of all the Krodha Dveshadi Durgunas. Kamana will go away only through Jnana. Once Kamana goes away, obviously Krodha also goes away. Second one. Third one, Drugbir Hrudi Krutam. So again, see, now they have seen with eyes this latest form of the Lord, because there were a lot of years gap in between. This Rupa also, because of the earlier habit, they looked at him and they could make that form of Krishna into their hearts instantaneously. What it shows is so many years have passed in between, and yet through their eyes they have never allowed anything else to enter into their hearts, and they never allowed their faculties to get even outside distracted. Because of that alone, there was no rush and gush of the forms in their heart, that there is no place for Krishna, and there was no struggle for them to pull their faculties to focus on Krishna and embed his form in his heart even now. Now, are these not the Lakshanas of the Maha Yogis who have done the Chittavritti Nirodha? See that Viveki, what is the morning class we are studying? Dukkhameva sarvam vivekinaha. Therefore, he never involves in any of the Vishya Sukha Bhoga. These Gopikas, all through this life, they were doing that only. That's how instantaneously they could see Krishna, feel him inside the heart, fully 100% parirabhya sarvaha, in the mind only. They have done the parirambhanam, the alinganam ityadi to Bhagavan. And not only that, only a mechanical way, a form of Krishna Rupa is taken them by them in the heart, but tad bhavamapuhu. This is the most important word here. Tad bhavamapuhu means they entered into that samadhi of what you can say samprajnata samadhi in such a form that on Krishna Rupa only they had their drishti, they lost the identity of their own self. This is called Samyak Prajnan Samadhi, means they are seeing only Krishna in them to the extent that they are not aware of themselves also. Simple example is that of the women folk get lost in watching the TV serials, or the men folk get lost in watching cricket, etc. Ki tad bhavam apuhu. They lose their own identity in the watching of it. This is also a type of samadhi, but it is jada because it is about the bhoga vastus. Therefore, instead of freeing our chitta from vasana samskara, this type of dushta samadhi, it will only create more stronger vasanas or worldliness. That is why it is negative. Example given only for example's sake. In that way, Tad Bhavamapoho is a word to be underlined. Tad Bhavamapoho, then such Anubhava of Lord in their heart instantaneously is Nitya Yujamapi Durapam. Even those who are every day throughout the day struggling their best to pull their antakarana and focus it on the God, how many lives they have to try, still they don't get that anubhuti that they got. And this credit is theirs only, not Lord. Lord has not specially blessed them. Lord never blesses anybody specially from his side because samaham sarva bhuteshu. Name dveshyosti na priyaha. I am sama to all. Everybody is equal to me. I don't have anybody specially to be hated by me, nor extra priya. Therefore, from the Lord's side, there is nothing that He blessed Gopikas and not yogis. Therefore, they got that bhavam, not these yogis. Now, it is from their side, their intensity. The best thing we can learn from Gopikas is what? One is what? They don't have any other occupation, like the yogis. But the yogis have an ego of doing some yoga sadhana. That ego is biggest obstacle which they don't know in the beginning. After lot of years of study or sadhana, still when they don't get even a little of the result, that time in that heated inquiry and frustration, when they pray to the Lord, then the Lord reveals that secret. Doing is good, but you had ego, therefore you are not getting the experience. So surrender that ahankara. That next step after doing all sadhana called ahankara tyaga, that I am the doer of sadhana, these gopikas have already got. They don't have interest in anything, no distractions, and there's no ego. But that ek bar ho Rasa Krida ke time, when Bhagavan disappeared seeing their ego, that was a lifelong lesson for them. Again, never allowed the hum to crop up. In that, what they said, that it is your kripa that you are showering your love on us, not we. Same way, it is God's grace that the sadhana is happening, not we. In that way, egoless, when we maintain egolessness, that becomes necessary qualification. For what? For the chitta vritti nirodha of the yoga, or for the sharanagati of the bhakti, or for being a sakshi in the Vedanta. That they have got here for tadbhavamapu sthiti. And immediately they have lost their identity and became one with Bhagavan Krishna Anubhuti. And this is everyday practice to them. That's what they do when they are in Grahastha Ashrama, managing all their activities. So, any human being, especially the women, everybody, even men also, have this capacity of doing outer works, but keeping the mind on their own choice of object. This faculty especially is there in the women. Like she just serves her own mother-in-law outside, but inside she'll have love only for her mother. No, never that mother-in-law knows. In that way, they have that special capacity. Gopikas have used it positively. What positivity there? While living the world outside Vyavahara Dharma, 100% Nirvana karte hue, their hearts were on Bhagavan Krishna. See, that fixed thing they got. That is the greatest achievement in life where I know what I have to do outside and I don't allow anything outside doing to influence my inner mind, which is focusing on Bhagavan Saguna and Nirguna. यही तो है सबका स्ट्रगल साधकों का अल्टीमेटली अचीव करने की इच्छा सो देव ऑलरेडी रीच therefore behind these sentences literal meaning there are the deeper these sadhanas of them are indicated if we can focus on them and learn we are not merely studying or listening or doing parayana of bhagavatam but we are doing adhyanam of bhagavatam so Bhagavan understood that they just want to embrace me because it is in the public they cannot do. And they also want me to say sorry that I went till now, I have not even written a letter to them. And they also have the right on me to know the reason for which I left them. And finally, such things should never come to them, even once, even though it is not there. Rather, the only way is Jnana Upadesha, Tattva Upadesha. Therefore, these four topics which are essential for Gopikas there, Bhagavan has done in the three or four shlokas. See Bhagwan's Hridaya also to understand what is there in Hridaya of them and then fulfilling it. ये है भगवान, यही है प्रेमियों के बीच में भगवान, भक्त, गुरु, शिष्य, माता पिता, बच्चे और पति पत्नी के बीच में होने वाला वो प्रेम का संबंध. Different premas, but all are basically prema. See the understanding the heart of the beloved. And a disciple understanding Guru's heart. Guru knowing what's going on in disciple's mind and guiding him in there. So to this subtle level we grow only when we become selfless in our life, egoless in our life. निस्वार्थ निरहंकार जब होता है, परार्थ के लिए अहंकार राहित्य से जब हम रहते हैं, तो ये सारे इनर कैपेसिटीज हमको पता चलते. A wife who is very selfish, she will always be aware of what she wants and needs and desires. She will never think about पति को क्या चाहिए, है ना. Even he asks, she will forget only because so much is engrossed in her own सोना गहना makeup etc. But the one who has learned the art of selflessness, egoless, she is always concerned about husband. So she knows what time he needs, what medicine, tea, coffee, food, anything. So too, if a husband selfish, egoistic, he will never notice the wife, she is well or not, healthy or not. Even if she says, I'm not well, still he says, to kya? He uses his Vedanta and says, you are not the body and do the cooking. A selfish, egoistic, useless husband. But if he is kind, concerned, and matured like that, he also completely is aware of her needs. Before she asks, he only by looking at chehra, nahi, not even chehra, the atmosphere of the house, immediately will smell it. She is not healthy. Therefore, he asks without asking her. He will take her to hospital or bring the doctor or take care of her health and medicine. ये है देखो जीवन के सूक्ष्म के तरह जीना जीवन में. Living subtle life is this one. Same thing with Lord. My Lord wants me to remember Him, meditate on Him, reach Him. So I must know that thing. When I'm selfless, egoless, pure, I know that. Then I'll do only that. I'll not get lost in things and beings which are only there for some time for my own runanubandha and prarabdha. I am catering to my Paramatma first. So too with the people around. People around is temporary, that is a sadhana. But the main goal is to know what Lord wants from us. And as He being our beloved, we love Him, we continuously do it. Lord wants us to do the dharma. Lord wants us to do the yoga. Lord wants us to live life of values with the world. Lord wants us to have the Ananya Bhakti Sharanagati to Him. Finally, Lord wants us to merge in Him in the oneness of the truth or reality. Bas, I am to do that only. Jitna ho sake. He will give the rest of capacities, etc. So first thing, they want a hug. Therefore, what did Bhagavan do? Before that, Bhagavan taha tatha bhutaha. First desire fulfilled. Bhagavan taha tatha bhutaha. Seeing their hearts fully, Bhagavan scanned viviktaha upasangataha. He took them to a corner place where all these formalities are over. They are with him, he is with them exclusively. So first one, Ashlishya. He gave them the Ashlishya, the hugging. So that gave them that trupti contentment. After all, they all have that prema to Bhagavan as Bhagavan. Second one, they want Bhagavan to ask how they are. So Bhagavan said, Anamayam Prushva. He asked about their well-being. How are you all? Now, when Lord Krishna asks, how are you? However they are, they'll be happy only. You have asked me, so we are fine now. जैसे फ़ोन में भी आजकल कम होता, पहले होता था कि कैसे हैं आप? हाँ, आपकी आवाज़ सुनकर मैं खुश हूँ, मैं ठीक हूँ. Like in the hospital also, Rogi is tensed up. When doctor or nurse comes, he feels happy कि somebody is there to take care of. Same way, by inquiring how are you, all there, even if they are not well, they will tell that we are well. But Gopika को ऐसे विशेष समस्या तो है ही नहीं. They are always having in the heart Lord Krishna. Therefore, how are you? अनामय मतलब कोई बीमारी दर्द दुख तो नहीं है. That type of questions at all levels. अनामय means a symbolic way of asking how are you, how is your health. It implies कि सारे घर गृहस्थी ठीक है क्या, धन आदि ठीक है क्या. So all everything going on well in that way. So then they have answered that all good only because your grace, and they have no extra desires. जिनको ज़्यादा greed desire होता है वो fulfill नहीं होते, इसलिए they are frustrated fellows. These people want livelihood doing the dharma भगवान कृष्ण, ये तीनों उनके पास है, तो what special आयम they have? They don't have any problem. Problem is there for the greedy, no? Not for a person who is simpleton like Gopikas. So they have answered. That answer is not even mentioned by Vyasa or Shukadeva ji. Because what will they say when Bhagavan asks, how are you? Arey, what more we want? You are with us. In that hugging only, everything is taken care. The first thing is he embraced them. Second is Pruštva Namayam. Third one kya hua? Ki Prahasan idama Braveet. The third answer he gave what they expected. What is he told the reason for which he has gone away and asking for almost indirectly the forgiveness. Ki apismaratanaha sakyaha. Do you remember me or forgot? Or in other words, please forgive me that I left you and did not come to meet you so far because Swanam Artha Chikirshaya. My real parents and so many big number of Yadavas etc. are there. Unka artha means welfare, Chikirshaya, with the desire of accomplishing it. Gatana. We both, me and Balrama, have gone away. Chirayuthan. Yes, you are right. We have gone for a long time. We still have not come back. And we had so many Shatrus. Shatru Paksha Kshapana Chetasaha. In our Chitta, the goal was thereof eliminating Shatrus. And who knows, you have seen already in Vrindavan, anytime any Rakshasa used to come from any direction. So here also, any enemy comes from any time. As a protection, we stayed back with them. So Krishna having given the reason for his going and not coming back, indirectly has asked them for the forgiveness. Now, when Krishna that way explains or gives us the reasoning, more than that what he wants, what they want, भगवान ने अपना जस्टिफाई किया, उनको क्या जरूरत है बोलने को? If he has said, that means what? He has valued them so much, no? And Bhagavan says कि अपि अवध्यायता अस्मान, अवध्यायता अस्मान, अस्मान हम दोनों को, मी बलराम को, अवध्यायता means don't do the insult of what or humiliation of what us or misunderstanding of us or scolding of us. Please don't do that. And don't think that we are akrutagnya or krutagna means don't take us as ungrateful. अकृतज्ञ विशंकया अवध्यायथ अस्मान अभी अवध्यायथ मत हमको दूर करो, मानते हुए कि सोचते हुए कि हम अकृतज्ञ हैं, we have forgotten favors done by you and we are ungrateful. Okay, now here after saying all these things, the reason for going is said, also ask for excuse, and by embracing them he has just given that trupti, and also by asking how are you, he just evaporated even little bit whatever the dukkha if at all they have. Now, only one more thing is left for a human being. After getting a touch of blessing from the Guru and God and an inquiry about welfare and telling his delay, reason of delay, इनके लिए तो ये रीजन था. हमारा रीजन क्या था? We never prayed to him, we never worshipped him, we never deserved him. That is why भगवान came late, Guru came late. तो हमारे लिए ये जवाब है. गोपिकाओं के लिए अलग. Now the last one left for Gopikas and us also is ये तत्व बोध, आत्म बोध. There are two aspects in that. One is straight Atmajnanam. Before that, some knowledge about how at the gross level, even at the Jiva level also, out of the Prarabdha, we just come together inevitably. And as much inevitable was coming together, is separating also. Therefore, accepting this fact, without any compromise, we have to console ourselves. We have to be standing strong without getting blown in that emotion. This is a fact. भगवान के मुख से आ रहा है सब. It is as big as important as Bhagavad Gita. Anything भगवान teaches is तत्वम ज्ञानम and सत्यम only. झूठ तो नहीं बोलेंगे. So what is the most important thing? Nunam bhutani Bhagavan yunakti vinakti cha. It is only the Lord who brings people together and also keeps them separate. Okay, there are three reasons for him to bring people together and separate. First reason is their own mutual prarabdha. Second reason is the total prarabdha. The third reason is it is his choice. After all, we are all his own beings. Every empowerment of ours is done by him. Then he will also have that right to employ us as he wants in different places. है ना? ये तीसरा कारण है जिसके लिए भगवान हमको मिलाते हैं. एक परस्पर प्रारब्ध मेन. सेकंड इज व्हाट? समष्टि में हमको मिलकर काम करना है. Like in the Chandrayaan. How come somebody is chairman, somebody is that project's director, assistant director, planner? उसमें उनका स्वयं का भी प्रारब्ध है, परस्पर का प्रारब्ध है, समष्टि मिलकर वो चंद्रयान को बिठाना ये प्रारब्ध है. एंड भगवान हैज चोजन दीज माइंड्स फॉर हिज वर्क. 4 reasons, not 3. व्यक्तिगत प्रारब्ध, टुगेदर प्रारब्ध, समष्टि प्रारब्ध and Prabhu Icha. He wants to accomplish something, he looks for the apparatus. So this mind and intellect to be found by him to be fit for it. So लगा दिया उनको वहां. This way कि this truth we should never forget. Bhagavan Bhutani Yunakti Vyunakti Cha. He will bring them together and he will separate. So therefore, when we come together for any reason, neither we have to rejoice and cherish and jump out of skin. How many ever good experiences we have together, nor we have to suffer even any number of bad experiences we have together when we are together. So too, when we get separated, that time also don't thank, अच्छा हो गया स्वामी अभी क्लास बंद कर दिए. Or not even suffer also, even at that case, because it has to happen that way. This is called as sukha dukkhe same krutva. Actually, sukha dukkhe samay krutva is not a complete sentence. Complete sentence is sukha dukkha karana जब आते हैं तब उसको समय कृत्वा. Sukha dukkha are the karya, the effects, and they come to us through the situations, through the things and beings. They come in our life because of these 4 reasons of Veshti Prarabdha, Mutual Prarabdha, Samashti Prarabdha, Ishwarecha. So let us have samatha. And after first striking the samatha, then what best we can do mutually. For, of course, to be happy in the gross world level, but that should never be our goal. How we can together synergize our energies for spiritually growing. Because the spiritual growth alone protects us. When we are all alone with ourselves, when we are with the people, when we are in the projects, आध्यात्मिक प्रगति ही हमको अपने आप से दुनिया से रक्षा करती है कि नहीं? Not allowing us to get lost in the raga, dvesha, attachment, aversions. Therefore, together we have to grow spiritually only. This is ultimate. कोई दोस्त बनते हैं, कोई व्यापारी के दोस्त बनते हैं, कोई समधी बनते हैं, संबंध जोड़कर, when two people come together. But very rare are those combinations where they come together to grow spiritually. Ours is this. Prarabdha brought us together, but we are growing spiritually only. This spirituality helps me when I am all alone, when you leave me and go, or helps you when you are all alone, where you have to leave me and go. In both cases, you only leave me, I will not leave you. Understood? In that way. See so many details behind these sentences Krishna Bhagavan is teaching us, is it not? This way, such important topics we have to study and learn the truths of life, subtle truths of life. Bhagavan knows it. Therefore, he also had love for entire Vrindavana Bhumi. What can be more beautiful than the Yamuna Nadi, Vrindavana, and all those forests, wonderful peacocks or cows or calves or the cows, those moonlit night, and all those go, Kshiram and everything, and the prema of Yashoda Mata, Nanda Baba, playing with the children so much, such a pure-hearted, loving Gopikas. किसको मन होता है छोड़कर जाने को? You understand? But Bhagavan knows that we come together only to go away, and he had gone somewhere because he learned the art of staying here 100% and learned the art of detaching when he had to go. When he went to Mathura, he was comfortable. When he went to Dwaraka, he was comfortable. So that art he has learned. Therefore, he is everywhere, yet he is with himself. Himself means he's gathering himself for his own ultimate goals as well as to reach to that the intermediate goals, whatever he has to achieve. And those who don't have a spiritual goal or higher vision, they alone are lost in beings and in things, in experiences, etc. They are pakka samsari and jiva. Those who have a goal, they don't need to attach anywhere. This is how very many important things has to be learned. Now, the Bhagavan, how he samyunakti, viyunakti, brings together and separates, gives an example, Vayu yatha. Just like Vayu. Dhananikam, the clouds, it brings together, and with another blow, it separates clouds. आप देखो अभी बादलों का ही मौसम है ना, देखना. I saw at 5 o'clock just now how the clouds were coming together, and the lower वो नीचे वाले क्लाउड साथ में आ रहे थे, ऊपर वाले क्लाउड एक से दूर जा रहे थे. तो नीचे का हवा ऐसा चल रहा है, ऊपर का हवा वैसा चल रहा है. Because at every 100 meters the flow of the air changes, ऊपर नीचे वो होता रहता है, घूमता फिरता है. So Vayu Yatha is an example. What it is doing? Gananikam Trunam Tulam Rajamsi. Clouds को भी, blade of grasses को भी, cotton को भी, dust को भी. Sanyojya brings together Akshipate Bhuyaha. Again throws them separate to each other. Tatha Bhutani Bhutakrut. In the same way the Lord Bhutakrut to these beings. Otherwise, how come your children born in India, somewhere in America, Australia, Antarctica, they are hanging there with those neighbors and colleagues, leaving you who have given birth to them? If it is not Ishwara Icha, what else can be the reason? This is now going on last 60 years. After 20, 30 years, the trend will change. The people from all over the world, other nationals, they will come to stay in India. For the money also, because we are going to superpower, for all the culture, tradition, beauty which is there. It is not open to the world. That's why the charm and glory of India is not yet known to them. Because our Indian politicians so far have never tried to take our true India to the world. The present government is taking. Therefore, everyone is stuck with wonderment about glory of India. Every aspect. It's mind blowing for them to know the Indian culture way. Exceptions होते हैं, here also crimes are there, murders are there, घोटाले होते हैं, cheatings are happening. ये सच्चे 140 करोड़ के करोड़ गौतम बुद्ध बनो तो कैसे बनेंगे? नहीं होगा ना. So that's okay, leave it. But in general, the atmosphere of Bharata Mata, great. So they will come in the future. So therefore, their prarabdha will be, already you can see, out of 140 crore, at least 1 करोड़ तो बाहर के हैं हमारे देश में. Definitely. How many of the companies have employed the people from other countries for various reasons? We have. Tomorrow. No, the point is, ये लोग उधर जाए, वो लोग इधर आए, ये नहीं. The point is the prarabdha. That Ishwara Icha say, he will put us in this way. Therefore, be ready for it. And then, wherever we are, focus on spiritual goal, focus on doing the duty for which we are there. To accomplish these two, whatever the way of loving relation we have to with others, have oneness of, kindness or value, let us execute them. Focus on the inner values and behavior, focus on the job for which we are come, so focus on spiritual sadhana. Never give importance to individuals more than these three. Then we are fulfilling our duty, we are not lost in anything, then our life will not become miserable. And if you can learn the art of giving love, giving service selflessly, purely, and enjoying that, अब हमसे बढ़कर अभी कोई दुनिया में नहीं. That is one of the quality of Indians wherever they go. Except some crooked तो होते ही हैं. Maximum of them just love wherever they go. They respect that nation. They don't rub their Hinduism, Sanatana Dharma to anybody. जबरदस्ती अपने मंदिर अंदर रखेंगे, जो आया आए नहीं तो नहीं. They don't do the conversions and nonsense. You understand? And they're simpletons. They give more than they take. They value people. They value the money. So they value those who give us the opportunity. अब ये इतने बड़े सुंदर गुण, ये भी है हमारे साथ मानो, लाइफ इज वेयर इज डिफिकल्टी. So all these thoughts you can drag out or bring out from such beautiful guidances given by Krishna through Gopikas to all of us. So Vayur Yatha Gananikam Trunam Tulam Rajamsi cha Sanyojya Akshipate Bhuyaha Tata Bhutani Bhutakrut. And one thing without saying which the sentence or the whole topic cannot be complete, ki if really good hearted we are pure, definitely Lord will do his best to put us in conducive and good atmospheres and places only. Is it not? Like, मतलब tentatively. Again, the past प्रारब्ध and present संकल्प, ये दोनों एडमिक्सचर कैसा आउटकम को लीड करता है, only भगवान knows. So for example, I am going for a spiritual camp. देखो, with how much our prayers I do, if my prarabdha is not good, I will get such a funniest of all the rooms out of my own choice. And the roommates also, with so much excitement, I take them. इनको मेरे room में डालें स्वामी जी. Within a day, you will know that fellow does so much of karate that you want to hit him with karate only. And you can't avoid. I'm having told the negative possibility, not positive. Ki if your intention is to go to the camp only to study Shastra, do dhyana, and pray also like that, Bhagavan will give you such a nice, neat, calm, quiet room where you will be able to see Gangaji and all. So, to such a roommate will be there who is more disciplined than you, more sadhaka than you to inspire. A simple example. What it means is our own intentions also matter in Lord's decision of taking us where, putting us with whom. That's called स्वयं प्रारब्ध. तो स्वयं का प्रारब्ध, समष्टि का प्रारब्ध, म्यूचुअल का प्रारब्ध, समष्टि का प्रारब्ध, देन ईश्वर का तो अपना पूरा दुनिया चलाना है, तो वो भी अल्टीमेट होता है. Very important discussion we are having today, mind you, for the whole life. It will give consolation and comfort. Very, very. If you have a very good obedient wife and all, that means पिछले जन्म में इतना अपने प्रेम वगैरह दिया कि वो रेसिप्रोकेट हो रहा है इधर. If you have a terrible Lalita Pawar type of wife, means what? Earlier life, you have not attended satsang properly and never respected the Guru. Guru ने कहा तथास्तु. अब देखो. Anybody, wife, husband, children, ये अपने ही अंतःकरण इस रूप में व्यक्त होता है. It's only physical appearance of our own past doings that come in the form. Ultimately, the physical people don't trouble us anything. Their actions, their attitudes, so that's all reciprocation of what we have done. Now, let us conclude this topic. Now comes the pure Vedanta teaching of Bhagavan Krishna in only 3 shlokas. बस गोपिकाओं के लिए उतना काफी है. Because there are paripakwa, they are very ripened people there. When the fruit is ripened, ऐसे पकड़ो हाथ से आ जाता है वो. कच्चा ही तो ठक 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 मारो तो भी टूटता नहीं. That is what urvarukamiva bandhanat. मृत्योर मुक्षय मामृता. Like the ripened cucumber, कैसे अपने आप ही अलग हो जाता है. So too may I be ripened in my knowledge that I am Brahman. Therefore, the mrityu which happens to the upadis, may I be detached from them, from that mrityu. That is the meaning of the Triambakam named Mrityunjaya mantra. So as it gets detached, so too are paripakwa are these gopikas. Otherwise, भगवान के नाम लेना, उसका उनका उपासना करने का इंसल्ट होता है. That throughout life when they have prayed to God or loved Him, then how come they can be without that inner paripakvata? You and I also, just 3 years we have started to listen. Continue some 7, 8, 9 more years. परिपक्व होना ही पड़ेगा. ये भगवान की मजबूरी है. He'll have to make us so because of our relentless. That's why I'm saying, don't miss morning and evening classes. That to come on time. Don't be late and all. That all shows your whatever I don't want to say. On time with book in hand, with Shraddha, fully listen. Not 1 or 2 sentences in between, etc. पूरा भरपूर के दिल से सुने तो ये सब भगवान को मजबूर करते हैं for him to bless us with the best consequences. Now comes Vedanta. First, very clear. Bhagavan is unambiguous, absolutely conspicuous, crystal clear. He says, Mai bhaktirhi bhutanam amrutatvaya kalpate. For the beings having bhakti in me becomes a cause for them getting the amrutatva, the immortality. अब इसका इतना काफी है. So Amrutatvaya Kalpate in Gita, or in the 9th chapter, 10th chapter, Bhagavan says, Ki teshameva anukampartam amruham ajnanam chamaha nashayami atmabhavastha jnana deepena bhasvata. Hundreds and hundreds of shlokas in Puranas are there. The whole Vishnu Sahasranama, the entire Bhumika, Pitika has got that only. So to the Falashruti also. Pavitranam pavitranyo mangalanam cha mangalam daivatam devatanam cha bhutanam yo yapitayata sarvani bhutani. All that. So bhakti towards the Lord is the giver of Amrutatva, immortality. Keep on having bhakti to God, that purifies our heart, makes him turn towards us and become melted. With that turning towards us and melting, Bhagavan just looks at us with one glance. Then the curtain of the Maya goes away. Then no more when the Maya or Avidya there, its experiences of delusion, its expression of creation of ego, its continuation of identifying the upadhis, and together an amalgam, living like a jiva or samsari or dehi in the world, taking out sukha dukkha to the through papa punya, all this is just removed. Just like a terrible movie of hero villain fighting and villains, all helpers also fighting. हीरो के दोस्त भी आ रहे हैं, घमासान लड़ाई चल रहा है. सडनली बिजली गई. व्हाट इज देयर ऑन द स्क्रीन? एक सेकंड में चला गया कि नहीं? In the same way, when the Kripa Paramatma comes, the entire Maya with all its effects of the Rajoguna, Tamoguna, the desires, the runnings, the Kamakrodhloma, Matsarya, Durguna, ऐसे curtain गिर जाता है पूरा. You have the vision of that one, your own self, the truth, called as Amrita Swarupa Atma. अमृतम अभयम प्रतिष्ठां विन्दते अतसो भयंगतो भवति अमृतस्य देवधारणो भूयासम. See, in Taittiriya Upanishads, all of that it has come. है ना? असदोमा सदगमय तमसोमा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्यो हो माँ अमृतम गया. मृत्यु से अमृत में ले जाओ हे भगवान. माँ मीन्स माम, गमय मीन्स ले जाओ. सो भगवान ने इतना क्लियर वर्ड्स में बताया, मई भक्ति ही भूतानाम अमृतत्वाय कल्पते. अब फैक्ट समझ गए हमको कि भगवान के प्रति भक्ति गिव्स अस मोक्ष और अमृतत्व. Now, once fixed in this conviction, then what is bhakti? How to do the bhakti? Of those things we have to have clarity and do. Only two things in that. Bhakti is offering of our ego and all our faculties and their doings along with the karma phala to Bhagavan. To achieve that, only the 9 ways of bhakti as told by Prahlad ji or many other bhakta agresaras, like in Adhyatma Ramayana, we have seen at the time of Shabari Upakhyanam and so many places, Bharadwaj Upakhyanam, Valmiki Upakhyanam, भक्ति के विषय इतने बताए गए. गीता में 12 चैप्टर में है. All Puranas talk, or the Bhakti Sutra is full of this guidance of what are the things to be done by which the bhakti called us as an offering of our entire faculties is done, achieved. Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu, Smaranam, Bhavasevanam, Acharanam, Dasyam, Sakvada. Through this, our Jnanendriya, Karmendriya, Antakarana, especially the Ahankara and the Karma, Karmaphala, Sarvam Krishna Arpanam. That is called as bhakti. Sarva Samarpanam is bhakti. So simple, no? And that is done through these sadhanas. Knowing this, keep on doing it. Then in that bhakti growing, as said in Gita and everywhere, Bhagavan will remove the curtain of Maya, then the self is revealed. Tameva chadyam purusham prapadye. So many guidances are given. So today, how many simple looking, very important thoughts we are learning from this? Please remember. आज के 10-12 पॉइंट हमने जो सीखा अत्यंत मुख्य है साधना के लिए. Next one is this one. My bhakti bhutanam amrutattvaya kalpate. So beings are made to deserve the moksha and amrutatva if they have bhakti for me. So bhakti on me makes the bhaktas qualified for the amrutatva. That is the meaning. Bhakti is offering all our faculties to Lord. In that offering, the karmendriyas are easy because it's only action oriented. Sometimes little difficult but not impossible is the Jnanendriya. But most tough thing is what? Offering the Antakarana. In that, mind can be done little bit, intellect is little tougher, चित्त तो वासनाओं से भरा हुआ है, तो उसको तो भगवान अर्पण करना तो बहुत लंबा काल लगता है. एंड अहंकार which from millions of lives living a separate isolated individuality with the upadhis, taking himself to be always other than away from God, इस ईगो को झुक कर भगवान को अर्पण करने में बहुत टाइम लगता है. बिकॉज ऑफ दैट ओनली समटाइम ज्ञान इज मोर इजियर देन भक्ति. Outer bhaktis are easy, but the inner bhakti of ego surrender is more tougher than even Vedantic Jnana. I was समझ में. So that also when done, all obstacles are gone away, Maya is gone, तो अमृतत्वाय कल्पते. What is अमृतत्व कल्पनम? We are discovering our essential self, which is Janma Maranadi Rahita. Amrita Atma Swarupa we get. यद लब्धा पुमान सिद्धो भवति तृप्तो भवति अमृतो भवति, as it is said in second sutra of नारद भक्ति सूत्र. अतः तो भक्ति व्याख्यास्यामः सा तो अस्मिन् प्रेम स्वरूपा अमृत स्वरूपा च. That is the first sutra only. Second sutra. Okay, this is done now. Next one कि दिष्ट्या यद आसीन मत्स्नेहः भवति नाम, but by your own purushartha and grace you have that sneha and prema to me. Bhavati namad apanaha. You have that sneha to me which makes you obtain me. Here obtaining me is not in the physical sense, experiencing the divinity which is all pervading, so too which is there in them, in themselves. And naturally that Tattva Jnanam, just Bhagavan is giving here as the finishing touches, that is enough for the Gopikas. Again I am repeating, Bhagavan says, the bhakti towards me to the bhaktas is the giver of Amritattva. That bhakti you already have, because of which you have to obtain me. Therefore, to obtain me is to know me and becoming one with me or discovering your oneness with me. Therefore, that Tattva Jnana I am giving. What Bhagavan said in Gita, कि बुद्धियोगम ददामि, then अज्ञानजम तम नाशयामि आत्मभावस्थ ज्ञान दीपेन भास्वता. You know, I will give you buddhi yoga and also light the lamp of Atma Jnana in you, by which you discover your oneness with me and get moksha. What is said in 10th chapter Gita, Bhagavan here practically doing. They are bhaktas to God, Machita Madhuda Prana going on, because of which buddhi yoga now is going to give. With that buddhi yoga, they discover Bhagavan ka tattva jnana, and tattva roop se Bhagavan is one without second. What is in him, what is in me is one only. And that discovery of the true oneness, after which there will never be a possibility of separation. You have discovered your oneness with the divine. That is called Amrutatvaya Kalpate. Therefore, as he said in Gita promised, he is proving all that here only, here also. Now, okay, first, aham hi sarva bhutanam. Now the tattva jnana starting. When you are bhakta to me, you become qualified for the moksha, and you are so, therefore you will get the moksha. Moksha cannot be in any other way than having the jnana of the tattva as one without second. Therefore, as a guru, I am giving you this jnana. That is why in the next chapter, first line, Gurur Gatihi, that word comes for Gopikas. So here he is giving jnanam. They just received यार without any ambiguity or biasness or ego. हमको छोड़कर गए इतने दिन, अब आके ज्ञान दे रहे हो, हमको नहीं चाहिए तुम्हारा ज्ञान, रख लो अपने जेब में. This childishness which we useless fellows have, they don't have any one of them. You know, for reacting to anything to happen, ego is there. The more stronger ego, the more reaction. बेचारे इन्होंने अपने ego कभी का भगवान को दे दिए. Such a beautiful life. I to want that one. Aham total samarpita at the feet of the Guru and God, called as Sharanagati. आहा. उसके बाद जब भगवान छोटे छोटे बातों में आत्मज्ञान दे रहे हैं, they are just receiving it. हो गया बात. You know, sometimes the patients are such a very good, receivers of treatment and responders for that. Doctor also get happy, excited. अरे इनको मैं दवा देता हूँ, एकदम वो चढ़ जाते हैं और ठीक हो जाते हैं. सो फैंटास्टिक. अदर फेलोज बोले आते नहीं. Then they don't give all proper reasons why they have disease and all. Then prescription is given, they are irregular in practicing it. And other precautions told, don't practice. Then the doctor always frustrated. What is this fellow not becoming healthy? I'm talking about the true doctor, not nowadays doctor. कंटिन्यू हो रहा है बीमारी, आते जाना, खाई जाओ और आई जाओ और पैसे दे ही जाओ. Real doctors. Here also. First, aham hi sarvabhutanam adi hi anta antaram bahi. These are the four things. Sarvabhutanam adi ham, sarvabhutana anta ham. And whatever is adi and anta, that alone is in madhya. You have studied in all Upanishads. In the Bhagavata, in the 11th Skandha, 10 times this topic came. Same sloka of the Mandukya Upanishad. Adavante cha yannasti vartamane vi tattada. So too, adavante yadasti vartamane vi tattari. Adavante yannastai vartamane vi tatttada is the Vyatireka sadhana. Adavante yadasti vartamane vi tadeva, that's called Anvaya sadhana. Again, ornament. Before the ornament, gold was there. After the ornament melted, again gold is there. Clear? Now, when the ornament is there in between, in the form of ornament, what is there? Gold alone. Therefore, this is called Anvaya of discovering the gold even when it is in the form of ornament. This is called Anvaya Paddhati. What is Vyatireka Paddhati? Before the gold was there, no ornament. After the gold alone is there, no ornament. In between also what is there? Gold alone, then no ornament. Therefore, ornament is not there in the beginning, in the end. In between also, it is appearing to be there, but it is not there. Therefore, the Vyatireka of the ornament happened while seeing it. So, while not seeing the gold and seeing the ornament, gold is seen. While seeing the ornament and not seeing the gold, ornament is not seen. This is called as Anvaya Vyatireka Bauddhika Sadhana. It's not with the eyes done, it is done with the intellect. Understood now? When the gold is not seen, ornament is seen. That time gold alone is seen, ornament is not seen. Reverse. When the ornament is seen, not the gold, that time ornament is not seen, gold alone is seen. अन्वय एंड व्यतिरेक दोनों, शुरू में जो है लास्ट में जो है बीच में वही रहता है. शुरू में जो नहीं है लास्ट में जो नहीं है बीच में भी वो नहीं रहता है. तो शुरू लास्ट में द ऑर्नामेंट इज नॉट देयर, बीच में भी है लग रहा है लेकिन रियली नहीं है. शुरू अंत में गोल्ड है, बीच में नहीं है ऐसा लग रहा है बिकॉज ऑफ ओवर पावरिंग इफेक्ट ऑफ द नेम एंड फॉर्म कॉल्ड एज ऑर्नामेंट. बट इन दैट फॉर्म ऑल्सो व्हाट इज देयर इज द गोल्ड अलोन. So the one who develops this subtle vision, he sees the world but not misses Paramatma. He revels in Paramatma, yet he plays with the world. The transcendental, immanent things of the Paramatma simultaneously experiences, because simultaneously Paramatma is there as the gold intact, as an ornament, as a play. है कि नहीं? ऑर्नामेंट के रूप में प्ले कर रहे हैं, गोल्ड के रूप में हकीकत में है. तो जब जैसे भगवान है वैसे हमको उनको ऐसे पहचानना है ना. तो ऐसे पहचानो तभी जाकर मुक्ति होती है. So to reach to that thing, Bhagavan is telling, aham ahi sarvabhutanam adi antaha, beginning and end. Therefore, antaram as a substratum, bahi as a support. Inside as a substratum, outside as a support. For everything, I alone am there. Like पंच महाभूतों से शरीर बना, तो ये पांच महाभूतों का सपोर्ट क्या है? Sorry, substratum inside pure consciousness only, and outside what is support for this pancha mahabhutas, for this sharira adi pancha kosha, pancha mahabhuta only. But the pancha mahabhuta also came from Paramatma only, no? Tasmad vai tasmad atmana akasham ityadi. Therefore, the support from outside, substratum inside. Antaha bahi, I alone am there. So too, before they came, I was there. From me as the cause they came. And they enter back into me, the effect cause. Even though they disappear, I continue to be there. So, aham adishya bhutanam, ahami sarabhutanam adi antaha antaram bahi. Now, this is told this way, but it has to be understood the other way. What is the other way? When you see the world of names and forms limited, conditioned by time and place, they have come from something, they are supported by same thing, they dissolve in some same thing. That same thing from them they came, from what they stay, in the what they stay, into it was they go. That is called Paramatma, and that Paramatma here now is Krishna. In this way, when you understand, the doubt will not come to us. How come Krishna is Adi Manta? Because he is just born some years back. The whole world is there from much before time. And these questions go away. First, we must know the world having multiplicity has to be supported by one common substratum with a simple common sense that when anywhere the sequence of things are happening, there is something which is supporting all the sequential movement. Okay, and at a higher level of contemplation, that is the one from where all these have come. This is what the Maha Rishi did in the first Shikshavali in the fourth Anuvak. Everybody is concerned in experiencer, experiencing, experienced. These Triputis one after coming and going. He inquired where from they are coming, where into they are going. Suddenly he discovered the fourth one and he gave it his own name, Maha iti, fourth Vyahurti. Then when he inquired, he came to know the Maha is reality on which three are coming and going. They are not real. महाचमस्य प्रवेदयतेन भूभ्रुवस्वरिति वा यथास्तिस्रो व्याहृतयः तासामुहस्मैतां चतुर्थीं महाचमस्य प्रवेदयते महेति तद्ब्रह्म स आत्मा. That alone is Brahman, that alone is Atma. अंगानी अन्या देवता, ये सारे जो भूर्भुव स्व उसके अंग है, वो तो अंगी है. In the same way, the whole world is coming, going. Where from it is coming, into what it is going, that is the Lord. That Lord is me. Bhagavan clearly says, Aham is sarvabhutanam adirantah antaram bahi. Example. Because anything told, an example is given, it will be easier to understand. Logic and example. Shruti is the quotation of Shastra, Yukti is logic, Upamanam is example. Then, using all that, when you contemplate, the fourth one is Anubhuti. Shruti, Yukti, Upamanam, Anubhuti. Every time Upamanam is not given, but Shruti quoted, Yukti told, Sadhana told, when it is done, Anubhuti comes. तो श्रुत्या युक्त्या स्वानुभूत्या ज्ञात्वा स्वात्मानम अव्ययम, like in विवेक चूड़ामणि. So he is giving an example. Bhautikānām yatha, like for all the bhautika vastus of the world, names and forms, what is the cause of them? Kham akasha, vaha vayu, bhuhu is arthu, vaha means water, bhuhu means arthu, vayu is wind, jyotihi the agni. Hey Anganaha, oh dear Gopikas, like for all the objects in the world, the Pancha Mahabhutas are the cause. From where they all have come, into what they go, while sustaining also they are staying in those Pancha Mahabhutas only. And then Pancha Mahabhutas that way, as an Atma, they are there Antaha, and as a support, they are there outside also for every being in the same way. Clear? Evam hi etani bhutani. In the same way, etani bhutani bhuteshu. Atma atmana tataha. Same thing I am extending. The entire beings have the Pancha Mahabhutis in Bhutas in the making of their Sthula Sukshma Karana Sharira. In that Sthula Sukshma Karana Sharira, we attend to I, the Paramatma alone, is expressing as the Jiva conditioned with them. Please remember, Jiva should be understood by us by now. Through the wife, the man becoming husband is Jiva. Through the son, the man becoming father is Jiva. Through the husband, the woman becoming wife is Jiva. Where is Jiva in reality? Only in the conditional expression. So therefore, पंच महाभूतों से ही सारे देह बने, उनमें मैं ही कंडीशन होकर जीव के रूप में हूं. दो बातें हो गए. थर्ड इज वेरी एसेंशियल कि उभयम, बोथ द जीवा द भोक्ता, देन दी पंच महाभूत युक्त पंचकोशास दी known, let us say, the knower, the jiva, the known, all these things, both of them, ubhayam, mai atha pare, pashyata abhatam akshare, both of them, on me, the pure Akshara Parabrahma, abhatam, projected, seen, visualized. Please, oh, because come to know. हो गया बस. 2.5 श्लोक में 2.5 अक्षर प्रेम का पढ़े सो पंडित होय, 2.5 श्लोक भगवान कृष्ण का पढ़े सो ज्ञानी होय. That was enough for the Gopikas to have the realization. One statement of fact, One example, little logic, just contemplate it. I am the Adi and Anta of everything. I am inside and outside of everything. Like every objects are made out of Panchamahabhuta, therefore Panchamahabhutas are there inside and outside, beginning and end of all the names and forms. This is the example given for I am in and out of everything, I am in the beginning and end of everything, which is in the earlier श्लोक. उसी को और एक लेन जोड़ कर रहे हैं और बस कुछ नहीं वेदांत. But it is in the same way, one through Panchamahamūtas, all the dehas are made. Second, in those upadhis, Paramatma only is reflected as Jiva. Finally, this Jiva, these Panchamahamūta Yukta upadhi, both are superimposed on me, the Akshara. So in that Akshara Parabrahma only, the Jnata, the knower, Gneyam, the known upadhis, they are superimposed. In the Gneyam, the upadhis के साथ अहम मम भाव से तादात्म्य होता है एंड विद द अदर थिंग्स ऑफ द वर्ल्ड इदम के रूप में उनके प्रति राग द्वेष होता है. दैट्स इट. रिमेंबर फॉर द जीव भाव दिस मन बुद्धि चित्त also are the known things, but he identifies with them so much that he thinks he is mana buddhi chitta. अब mana buddhi chitta और जीवा एक हो गए. Now this thing take the world as separate from him, then towards something or being raga, towards some things and being dvesha. But the raga, dvesha, kama, krodha, oh faltu, second gradation of generation of the delusion created nonsense ko chhod do. Basically, the knower me in the known world. In the known world, you add the sharira, prana, the antakarana, as well as the shabda, sparsha, rupa, sagandha, all of them of jagrat, swapna. Both of them are the knower and known, the jnata, gneyam, are what is it? Superimposed on pure Parabrahma Swarupa. Paramatma Akshara me. This is what in Taittiriam we have exhaustively studied the meaning of Guha. What is the Guha there in which Parabrahma is written? The Jnata Gneya separation connected with the contact with them called as Jnanam, put together a peculiar triputi of Jnata Jnanam Gneyam expressing through the medium of Vritti is called as Guha. In that, when that relativity of Jnata Jnanam Gneyam is broken, you understand, by devaluing those three, that Paramatma, which was conditionally seen by Desa, is discovered to be unconditional, one with our second Paramatma. He is the Chidakasha Rupa. That is me. So, in that pure Chidakasa, the conscious space, the known knower dichotomy, then the connection between them, the knowing or the experiences, they are all projected. This is Vedanta. Now, when one touches this pinnacle of Vedanta, for that highly evolved person, world and the reality of the world, the beauty of the world, the attachment to the world, and expecting something in the world, it is given, they were attached again, not getting something, they were expectation thwarted, then hating the people, competing with the people, trying to pull down somebody down, trying to compete with others and defeat others. ये सारा बेवकूफ़ी होगा क्या? The one who awakens from the dream, he will no more fight with anybody of the dream because there is nobody there when you wake up. In the same way, the one who awakens to that self, everything is self only. On the self, the multiplicity is projected for transactional purpose, which is only Lila Matra, which has no value to be given, no purpose to be achieved. How can he have anything? What a beautiful, highest knowledge. This is given by the Lord. Gopikas are so beautiful, great, na? They have received it. Therefore, the next sloka, Shukdev says, Adhyatma Shikshaya Gopyaha evam Krishnena Shikshitaha tad Anusmarana Dvasta Jiva Koshaha tam Adhyagam. So, because of already remembering so much, they have transcended the Panchakosha Jivata Adhatmya. Now, when the final touches of Tattvamasi Mahavakya Upadesha is given to them in this language, Adhyatma Shikshaya Gopyaha evam Krishnena Shikshitaha. Direct Bhagavan only gave the teaching, then the Tada Anusmarana Dvasta Jiva Koshaha. Already because of his Smarana, they have transcended their own individuality. Now Tamadhyagan, just when he revealed the truth that I am the substratum on which Ahamidam is superimposed, immediately they experience in the oneness with the Lord. Bhagavan gave prema to them and he lived there for 8-9 years. Then he kept them separate for their own tapasya in his absence. They went on doing it to such an extent that the Jiva Bhava is gone. Now, on the time of this Grahana, where the Upadesha is 1,000 times powerful, he gave the Jnana Upadesha of Tattvamasi. They immediately received and they experienced their oneness with Lord Krishna. Now, इसको 1 घंटा 2 घंटे 1 हफ्ते में बोल सकते हैं. Lot of things in it. Then they pray to Lord that Gehanjushamapi Manasu Udhyasana. They just ask the same boon which they have already gone. So till we are in this body, we have to go through the Grihasthashrama Dharma at the time. May our attention and devotion from your feet should not go away anywhere. इतना पर दे दो ऐसे मांगते वो लोग. मीन्स व्हाट, ज्ञान तो हो ही गया फिर भी व्यवहार काल में. रिमेंबर, when I transcend my upadhi and Ishvara upadhi, we are one with him, Brahma Tattva. But the moment I come to upadhi, immediately the samashti upadhi of the Ishvara has to be accepted and we are humble devotees of him only. There is no conflict between these two. Like Hanuman, when he transcends his upadhi and Rama upadhi, both are one without second, Aham Brahmasmi. The moment Hanumanji comes to the Deha Upadhi for his transaction, immediately he'll have to accept Rama's presence, Rama as the God and he as a Jiva or Bhakta, and he'll have to serve him. You and I also same. Brahma Drishtya, we are one with Brahman. But the moment we come to the Upadhi level, even after realization, the moment you are using Upadhi, you are limited Upadhi Yukta expression, even though unbound, immediately you have to accept the Samashti Upadhi Yukta Ishvara, you have to do Pranam. That's why all Devatas, including Brahmadi, why do they worship Lord Vishnu, even though they all are Brahmagnani? At the Upadhi level, they are all the Veshti and the Narayana Samashti. Therefore, Upadhi स्थाई में Veshti Samashti को हमेशा समर्पण करना पड़ता है. Beyond Upadhi, Tattvamasi, Aham Brahmasmi. There's no doubt. Like some relations you have, father and son. Father is a boss, also son is a subordinate in the office. But when that Upadhi is dropped, when they came home, they are all one only, Papa, Beta. So pyar. But there in the office, you have to accept my orders and all. होता है कि नहीं? Here also, in the transaction level, we are his devotee. Within ourselves, we are one with him. Dasoham and Soham, which we have discussed many times. Now, this shloka a little bit, tomorrow we'll touch it. Then we'll see an interesting topic of Draupadi is talking to all the 8 Mahishis of Krishna. Before that, Yudhishthira's 3 shlokas of prayer to Bhagavan, which is also again as exhaustive as what we have seen today. तो आज तो मेरे को लगा 83 चैप्टर पूरा कर दूं मैं, 82 ही पूरा नहीं हुआ, बिकॉज इतनी चीजें उसमें थे. भगवान ने कहा पढ़ लो बेटा, बाद में पता नहीं तुम भागवत पढ़ो कि नहीं. भगवान ने कहा लगा और एक बार. मैं तो कह रहा हूँ भगवान को, मैं कोई भी जापानीज, फ्रेंच, डच लैंग्वेज सीख के इन दैट आल्सो आई विल टॉक भागवत. If people are not interested to listen in Hindi, in English, because they have heard it. सर्वं कृष्णार्पणम्. ओम पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते. ओह पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते. ओम शांति शांति शांति. श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः. बोल श्री कृष्णचंद्र भगवान की जय. वाह. नीलमेघ श्याम नित्य जगम बाल गोपाल वेणुगान वेदांत नवनीत भक्तजनाधार पर्वतयाम गीतामृत पर्वता न तत्र सूर्य नारायण नमो ब्रह्माद्य मंगलवा ब्रह्मलोकन. बोल श्री कृष्णचंद्र भगवान की जय. श्रीमद् भागवत महापुराण शास्त्र की जय. श्री वेद व्यास सुखदेव सूत्रादि भागवताचार्य की जय. श्री मस्त परम भक्त गोपिकाओं की जय. बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय. सद्गुनाथ महाराज की जय. आज की आनंद की जय. सर्वत्र गोविंद नाम संकीर्तन गोविंदा गोविंद. समस्त श्रोता भक्त साधक सेवक उपासक जिज्ञासु गण की जय. आध्यात्म शास्त्र की जय. सनातन धर्म वैदिक संस्कृति की जय. भारत माता की जय. ऋषि मुनि गुरु देवता परंपरा की जय. यस, थैंक यू.